Hello and welcome to another update video about MATIC. Yeah, Bitcoin showing strength, MATIC showing some weakness. Still, Bitcoin dominance I think going up rather at the moment, and the alts are still bleeding. Seems to me that Bitcoin might complete this correction without dipping much further, while the altcoins are getting close to really key inflection points, key points where they actually have to turn around to maintain their current scenarios. And here as well, on the MATIC chart, price can still trend a little bit lower, still well within the yellow support region, currently trying to dance here on the golden ratio level, 61.8 retracement at 86.7 cents. We can extend the trend line a little bit. It might be that the price is trying to test lower fib levels, and the trend line might guide us there. We have here this sort of wedge pattern. And obviously it's a little bit subjective how I draw the trend line here. Could also add it to that high. And then we're doing this, yeah. It's a bit subjective how these trend lines are drawn. Therefore, I don't really use these so much, but this is quite an obvious wedge pattern. Now, these wedge patterns tend to break to the upside. They tend to break. Sometimes at the end of these, there's a breakout to the downside and a quick reversal to the upside. Key support, micro support, is at 82.4 cents. So if we break below yesterday's low, then 82.4 cents is the next level to watch, and then 78.5 cents, and then 76.7. To maintain the yellow scenario, which suggests that we are moving in a wave 2 correction, Roman numeral 2 here, which could lead to a third wave rally to $2 plus, I want to see the price hold one of these levels. So that means we are running out of space here and have a fantastic reward to risk ratio here to the upside in this particular scenario. But as long as we don't have an impulsive reversal to the upside followed by a corrective pullback, basically putting in a higher low and the start of a potential upward sequence, there is no low in place. I need minimally a break above the descending trend line here, the upper boundary line of the descending wedge pattern, to indicate initially that a low has formed. So I need to see a break above that wave 4 high then, following that at 95 cents. And then the price needs to leave the trend reversal area to the upside, break above the B wave high. That's, by the way, the next resistance level at $1.09, and then the wave 1 high at $1.29. So there are many levels that need to be broken to the upside really, and to indicate basically the start of the next upside wave. Minimally, what we need to see, as I said, is a break out of the wedge pattern to the upside, a 5-wave move up, ideally above the wave 4 high, and then a 3-wave corrective pullback. Typically, the wave up should start as a 5-wave sequence, so as a wave 1, then we get a wave 2 pullback. And once we have this wave 2, this would be the next tradable setup on the micro level. I mean, this is all part of that wave 2 pullback, the larger degree. But if you're looking for further confirmation that the correction is over, then you wait for the 1-2 setup. Depends. Some people buy blindly into the support region. I like to do that sometimes. Now, that's not saying like, buying the dip blindly. It's not. You have very clear parameters that you can define your position size against, but you still need to be cautious buying in the pullback, in the main pullback, because, it's catching the falling knife, right? So, but the first 1-2 setup then will offer confirmation and the possibility of a tight stop. At the moment, you can't set a tight stop loss. There is no, other than you might set it below 76.7 cents, but what if it breaks below that and just touches 66.6 and then rallies, right? So the first possibility to set a tight stop loss, I will highlight that. Sometimes it's not clear, and that's just what it is. That's the risk anybody who doesn't buy in the pullback has to face, right? So if you wait for more and more confirmation, sometimes it might leave without confirming anything, or you might have to buy at much higher prices. But ideally, we see a 1-2 setup that will allow for the setting of a very tight stop loss. That's sort of how I see this at the moment. Any movement here, I mean, this even looks like a micro triangle. Microstructure isn't clear at all, but this looks like a bit of a triangle. Now, this could be an internal wave 4. Yeah, maybe this is a 1-2, but then this went a little bit too high. But then again, we're dealing with a very volatile market, some distortions on the smaller time frames. So it might be this. That is highly speculative, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's not me predicting that, but it's just an observation, and Triangles are the second to last waves. Okay, triangles are rare, but it is possible that we see here a decline like this in wave 5 of 5 of C of 2 to the lower boundary line again, or 82.4 cents next. This would obviously be invalidated, this triangle, with a break above 89.5 cents to really get some insight into the micro level. Technically not valid, I believe. Is it? Double top. I mean, I'm not saying it's reliable, but because we have a very volatile market, I mean, it might be valid. Just seeing a triangle there, and these are typically or potential triangle, which needs a few more waves. A, B, C, D, needs one more lower high. Yeah, one more lower high. Then we have a triangle. They are rare though, as I said. I don't bet on this, but just sharing some observations while the market is boring. Okay, yeah, that's my update about MATIC. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, and please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.